He did not reply you. He did not
Yeah.
respond to you. Is that too fighting?
I mean, like they have to. Okay, it's like this. They they're using the the instance they met about Mohbad when this movement started. Okay, let's say when Mohbad lost. Sorry, Mr. Joseph lost his son. You know, he was looking so dejected. He has his pictures were all over the internet, where he was feeling so dejected, forlorn, and sad. So they feel at that point they felt that they were better than him, that is below them, and that anything for them to come to help him, to assist him, then it means that he holds them something back. They feel that they are owed just because they are supporting the man. That the man has to return, he has to give them something in return for their support. So all the assistance that they were rendering to him from the beginning. I don't. Do you hear what I was saying from the beginning?
Yeah, yeah, I heard you loud and clear.
All right. So they felt because they met it, because the man was in a dejected situation
Yeah.
when they came. So they felt okay. Anything we give to they felt okay. We're actually better than this man. So anything that we do to him, anything we help him with, we can, we can, we can expect something from it. So they expect that the man remains their steward forever. He remains in that, low mode, low situation that it was when they met him. You can see that some of them are saying that, oh, this was not how he was before now. And now
Mm,
he's having he's having galas,
doing punk.
he's babbing you have his getting his, yeah, he's having punk
He's driving car now.
yeah, he's driving a car, he's ironing his clothing is fresh, he's using cream, he's lightening up and stuff like that. He's bleaching, what as according to what they say. So they want him to remain in that cage, in that situation. But it seems now that the man has transcended the situation that he met him, and it is becoming something of a threat to them. They feel it's affecting their self-esteem. The man is not it's not controlled. They feel it could be easily controlled because I don't know the reason why someone could ask for support, and after supporting him, you feel you can control that person. It means that you supported that person at first because you wanted to enslave that person, you wanted to use the person. So what's the essence of your support when all you wanted to do was to control and take the freedom away from the person whose son actually passed away? Meanwhile, these people have not expended the same energy on the so-called widow who used Mohbad's estranged son, who has not even been confirmed that is of Mohbad, to get over 180, plus in dollar currency in donations. They have not expended that same energy on Mohbad's partner. So now they are no more talking about Mohbad's partner anymore. They are casting all sorts of aspersion against the father of the deceased who is seeking for justice for his son. So it's a situation that, you know, are you there? Okay, so
But
that
I'm
situation,
listening to you.
all right. So
I'm
it's like
listening.
it's,
I'm hearing everything you're saying.
yeah. So they want to, so that's basically what they want to achieve. And since their effort to control has failed, they feel that supporting an adversary, is going to get the man to maybe beg them to come over to his place, or to is going to derail or affect his drive or strive for justice. But nothing is affected at the end of the day. So the path that they took happened to be nothing but the rules. Couldn't go. They could not, you know, proceed to go to as the person who they support is not even taking them to where they expect the person to take them to, and they do not want to come online to expose the person or to or to get angry or to voice out in their embarrassment and disappointment.
Okay,
So,
let me ask you a question. Public donates money, for example, public had donations for Baba Mohbad in
yes,
seeking for justice, and at the point in time, it's been asked that. Let me quickly say this. I saw a video, although I don't really want to put this thing to it. I saw a video that someone somewhere was saying that your daddy is trying to investigate your Miss wife, blah 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 blah. So let me say this, yeah. I can't even go ahead and investigate. Why will I investigate Yomi? Why will I investigate Yomi? Not to talk of the wife. I'm not jobless. I have job I'm doing. These people, get a job. Stop doing all this thing. Now you they give 5K, 2 5. Where you go they follow person, they find the house up and down. You know? I'm not like you now for crying out loud. Get a job, get a life. You understand? So let's go on, my brother.
yeah,
And I also want to ask you this real quick, yeah?
yeah,
Um there's always a point in time where your opinion will be different from others. Because Buki just said something during her birthday, and he was like, oh, when he came for Baba, and he realized he made a mistake, and he openly apologized.
okay,
They said did not go to the route of saying, Ki Baba wa parija.
yes.
You
She did
understand?
not, yeah, she did not, because of that, then began to attack Baba's people or Baba himself. There's a pattern that they follow. They fall out of one of the members of J4M, one of the hosts, and they immediately go to the other side so they can raise an army, so they can get so they can get accepted and they can be consoled. They can get some consolatory landing over there. So it's just like anybody in J4M having a split with a fellow J4M host or member because of certain, maybe an argument or a dispute, and before you know it, they pop up on some other platforms that are known to have insulted and dragged Mohbad's dad, just because they want maybe listening here, and they want to be consoled. At the end of the day, they find out that they're just being used. The other side, just accommodated them so that they can hear what they have to say, and then they just kick them away. They just toss them away. It's not as if they'll be given any position or they'll be given any respect. They just listen to what you have to say. And okay, is that it? Okay, you are one of us now. That's it. Next person. So
Okay.
that's basically the case.
So what's your take if, for example, we've seen where Baba, is being defamed. Even some hosts, it's been their characters, assassination of characters.
The defamation of Baba, the defamation of
I'm going
Mohbad.
somewhere. What is your take if um, the people decide to go legally? What's your take? Do you think is the right thing to do to serve as deterrent to others? Do you think so?
Okay, you mean like Baba supporters going legally
Yeah,
to deter the detractors from their shenanigans, right?
yeah.
I mean, if they can, they should, as
Okay.
100%. If they can, they should, because we all know where the textbook version of Baba's defamation. We all know where it sprung from. It came directly from Wunwon's camp, 100% from the beginning. Oh, I'm just gonna wait till you come back.
Sorry, I did with you.
Okay.
It all started from one scam from the beginning.
Yeah,
I did hear you.
it started from Wunwon's camp, and this is because Baba Mohbad to dared not to follow the scripts that they put down. When Abosede accepted their terms and did exactly what they want her to do, But Mohbad said, no, I'm not going to go that route with you. If he refused to accept their terms, their conditions, and refused to compromise with them. And we all saw how it began when the sister the stepsister came online to make certain statements against Mohbad's dad in such a way that if you have no idea about the truth and you meet the man on the road, you might want to beat him or stone him or stab him. What would have happened if some persons, some who are, you know, who are just erratic and are so zealous about Mohbad, what would have happened if they met Baba on the road in one of those days? Then won't they have they would have first of all peddled all sorts of non-narrative against him. I think at some point the man was traveling, and he was in a bus, and somebody recorded the man innocently eating, I think, roasted plantain or roasted maize. Why? Because of the long narrative that is online against the man. They recorded him against his own will and put it online to defame him further. You see, so that defamation came from somewhere. And according to the recording that we had, they had themselves organized into teams, different kinds of teams. And what they intend to do was to penetrate Baba's support base and spread. First of all, they are going to take down the major personalities with strong voices in JFM. They will take them down or cause them to fight against each other or frustrate them out of the movement. So, in order to make way for for them to have direct access to Baba and to get Baba's strong supporters who are around him, to get them to desert him. So they will now be the ones to be controlling the man with an ultimate aim to get that man behind bars. Because according to what they said in the recording, they said they are all going down. They are all going down. And according to that time, when we were preparing this platform, when we were preparing then, in 2023, that this guy, I don't know where this is, maybe Abati or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, about it.
And what, yeah, all what they always say is that Baba will go to jail.
Yeah,
Baba will
yeah, I
go to jail.
remember.
Baba, you can remember,
Yeah, about it.
Baba is going to, that's what most of them are saying those times. Baba, and there is this girl to Listica, that's what she always say. They are all, Baba is going to jail. Baba will go to jail. Baba will go to jail.
Bàbá tí ò sí
So,
inú ilé
and
nígbà
they
tó
kept
ọmọ ẹ̀ kú
doing,
nìyẹn o. Ló fẹ́ lọ
yes,
sí jail.
they said he's going to jail. They said he's going to jail. And if you look at it well, they said Baba is going down. Baba is going down. And if you look at the mechanisms that they've deployed to splinter Baba's support base, you can see that they really actually tried to get everyone down.
Yeah, yeah. Absolutely. They are trying
They tried.
everything possible. They are
they
trying
they tried
everything possible.
yes, they tried everything. The misinformation, they said Baba went to Mohbad's room to steal his chain. They said Baba is wearing Mohbad's clothing. They said Baba buried Mohbad alive, because I don't know what you mean when you say you are calling somebody, you are begging him for straight 8 hours and he still went ahead to bury the boy. You know what the impression you're trying to pass across by saying that the boy was probably breathing. He had to take his last breath before his father threw him in the hole, just like that. Well, I don't know what Mohbad did to his father, and I've been begging him that don't bury him, give him a befitting burial. They just wore him a 500 naira cloth, and they just threw him in the hole, and they broke his neck. All those things now they've taken the focus away from
Now, let
him.
me quickly ask you a question. When you hear us saying befitting burial, what strikes your mind? Because okay, let me hear you.
Maybe you should shed more light on it.
Okay, the moment you're saying that she was saying that the way they buried him, they just buried him anyhow. They were supposed to take him to burial ground in Lekki. Let them give a befitting burial for a 26-year-old boy.
For a 6-year-old boy, I can't. If in fact, the first time I had that interview, I knew it was all staged, because she does not even know how to lie. Because how will you call someone for 8 hours? Like, it's not
8 hours.
possible. She said she cried all the way to the airport. You cried all the way to the airport.
And you spoke, and you know
And
the funny thing? She spoke
yes,
for 8 hours, but could not confirm the other person's response.
but yeah, because the
She could
person
not quote
she
that this person said this or said that.
said that. And okay, I mean, like, okay, some of us, in the past, we've dated girls. Maybe she's ghosting us and we're trying to talk to her. What's up now? If we are talking to someone online, sorry, on call for a minute or two, and the person is not responding, we will ask, hello, are you there? Is anyone there? There's going to be some form of comfort. Are you listening? Hello, please, are you, sir, please, sir, are you there? Can you, sir? But this time, 6 to 8 hours, nothing. Everything is blank. You are
And
just
you didn't cut the call and you
you didn't
continued
you
talking.
are continuing. So I knew something is not right. Something is not right. And then she was saying something like, Mohbad does not have anything. That the only thing he has is the land that he bought for Liam. He does not have anything. And at age 26, he has the property that he was able to gather together. He has already willed it to a 5 month old. Does it have low sperm count? Is that the only issue he's going to have? Like, child is going to have? Is he not 26 years old? You are still bubbling with life. You still like for me, you are not even thinking about. I don't understand. So, and but the surprise that I have is that the presenter. My surprise is that the presenter of that on that platform that he frees failed to ask the necessary salient question. Maybe he just opened his platform for her to speak without asking. But for you to have a platform like that, you should be able to ask one or two questions to like so that the person who is speaking will shed more light. He just allowed her to speak, and they spoke on top of what she said. They did not contest anything that she was saying. We all knew that it was because they wanted to cast aspersion on Baba Mohbad. They shifted they erased Naramali and Seminary from the book of aspersion, and they wrote Baba Mohbad's name there. Why? Because he was the one that he decided not to go with the script that they wanted him to. They wanted to force him to go with, and they were never expecting that he was going to give any fight, because they saw that man in a situation that he's just a carpenter. He does not even have enough money to hire a lawyer, talk less of a son. The lawyer that decided to work for him then were like, they were trying to work for him pro bono, because maybe they realized the man does not have enough money to pay for their services. So how will he be able to pay for the services of his son? You see. So they overlooked him. They looked down on him like he's not going to put up a proper fight. But you see, there is a way God works, and there's a way there's a way it works. The universe will always protect the weak and the vulnerable, one way or the other. So when you see a man, when you see a widow, when you see an orphan, it's not right or it's not good for you to try to cast aspersion on them, or to insult them, or to drag them, or to try to destroy their own personality. The law of survival of the fittest is a wrong. It's not the right law, because we have organisms that are weak in nature, but they contribute to the food chain. As a matter of fact, most of all those organisms that are weak are the ones that are abundant in nature. So nature have a way of protecting the weak. So and the vulnerable. Mohbad's dad was in a vulnerable state at that point. He knew so well that his son, that something was wrong. He was lied to. So when people took to the online platforms to speak out against the manner in which Mohbad was spied, the man also threw in his support and also rode on that wave to demand for justice for his son.
Now, let me ask you this again. Let me ask you this again. Do you think if Baba Mohbad had this support before the pass of his son, he has this caliber of people behind him,
Yes.
Kioro and especially, do you think Baba will go ahead and bury the guy?
No, I don't. First of all, let me even, let me even say that if Baba Mohbad has this kind of support and this kind of influence or everything that he has now, Mohbad will still be alive. He won't have died because those
Hold on. Yeah, ẹ̀yin fans mi ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ kí Gewedu kó máa lọ, kó máa lọ, kó máa lọ. If we had had this kind of support, that means the boy will still be alive.
it will still,
I kind of agree with you
yes,
100%.
it will still be alive because those who ended his life, they've looked at the handwriting on the wall. They saw that okay, this man, okay,
It's nobody.
is nobody. They've done their, you know what, man proposes, God disposes. They've done
Yeah.
their own man proposal that oh, Baba can't do anything, Joe, nothing. Okay, you can imagine that call that she made around December or
Yeah.
November, where she
December.
insulted that man like she's talking to a piece of rag. So for you to talk to the father of a man that you claim was the love of your life or your child or your husband of your youth, you would have you don't see and finish 100 times over and over and over again. So they were not expecting anything good from him. They believed that they can use their media platforms, their money, and the legal system to totally mute the man, to silence him. So if Baba Mohbad has this support, Mohbad won't have died at the first place. As a matter of fact, if Baba Mohbad had this support, Woman would have even left Mohbad a long time ago. She would be the one to walk away from Mohbad's life because she knows that whatever she was about to do won't fly. It won't even fly because the support that Mohbad has and his father have will definitely come to the rescue. So it won't even happen at the first place. You see. So that was why because the whole thing was going on in the house and the man was not even aware of it. They called the man around Tuesday that Baba, Mohbad is sick. Baba was okay, as usual. Let me come to see my son. On the way, he got a call that Mohbad has passed. Okay, let me go to the house to confirm which of the story is true. The story is true. Then he got to the house. He got to the house and he saw his first son, his first strength on the floor, lying dead, embalmed already. Not even
Under
at the
the
morgue.
staircase.
Under the staircase, a whole landlord, a whole celebrity lying under the staircase. Hundreds of people there. Okay, so they want Baba to be, to whip out his phone and to be recording
And to
and to be
record
asking
it.
questions, like and to be interrogating everybody in front of 100 people in the house. They want him to tear his hair out, tear his clothes out and be acting mad, running crazy. What kid me, son? Oh, okay, come here. Where's the nurse? Okay, you sit down there. Okay, open my camera and my ring light. Okay, what do you do? What drugs do you administer? And they expect the carpenter to be an interrogator overnight and to interrogate. If for you to they want him, they want you to be acting like a robot. Is it even like mentally? Is it what about his mental stability? Sometimes I think of something when at that point that they could not get the police report and they could not keep Mohbad at the morgue, and Baba Mohbad handled the burial arrangement and everything to Darusha. Baba Mohbad said he had to trek all the way from that point to the house. You can imagine what was going on in his mind while he was trekking. That thought of, okay, you know what? Everything is okay. So okay, everything is in your hands, right? Okay, for example, those times when we were young, okay, we finished. Let's say the term, the exam. Let's say we finished the term and we went to collect our report card, right? And then when we got our report card and we failed, let's say we get F9 parallel, and we're taking our dad is at home waiting for us to bring our report card. When you go to school, you see your other colleagues. Oh, this guy is the first. This guy is second. Oh, this guy. Okay, this guy is okay. A1, A1, A1. Oh my God, this guy is 100/100. You see them having greens on a report card, and you're having 0/10. Your report card, everything is F9. You failed. You are like, and you repeat the class F. That's everybody has to go promoted. You go repeat, and you are giving your report card. That is at home, and you are going home and you have to show him your report card. Only you, walking all the way to the house. You don't know what is going to happen when you show your dad the report card. Okay, are you there? Okay, let me just pause till you come.
Listen to you, I not go anywhere, bro. I'm there with you 100%.
All right. So you can imagine what will be going on in your mind when you are taking your failed report and your report that you've repeated the class, you are going home and you are trekking. You don't know what is going to happen. Now imagine Daddy Mohbad seeing Mohbad 3 days ago, hail and hearty, with all the plans that he has with his father still alive. And suddenly, 3 days later, in the midnight, he found himself walking home with the thought that he would not see Mohbad alive anymore. He said, I think he would trek for like an hour or 2 hours till he get home. You can see that thought, what you'll be thinking, what is going on through his mind. My son is gone, and you are trekking home in the night, just you and your thoughts. You can see. And then you begin to recall all the memories that you had together, all the advice that you gave to him, all the plans, all the promises, had he been alive. You begin to think, and he told me this, and he told me that. And I told him that time, I could have separated him from, I separated him. I tried several times to separate him from this girl several times. Okay, he told me this again. What did he told me? Oh, what about this? Okay, what about many mixed feelings at that point. And we still have some people who will open their mouth and say that Baba Mohbad was complicit in Mohbad's death. They will be saying that Baba Mohbad opened the door. I don't know what they mean by saying, but the NGO boy says a lot of things. He says he opened the door. What door did he open? I don't know where that idea is coming from. They said he opened the door. The angle from which the old, the video that can show justice and everything is being stopped, blocked, is from Baba's side. He even parodied the same thing that Woman said by saying that it was Baba that told him not to go. He has made a lot. He has repeated everything that Woman has said, and some people are still saying that those who are supporting the NGO guy, they should be allowed to come back. No, it's not possible. You can't come back again. It's gone. Because what you can imagine the NGO guy doing something overnight, fetishly, so that they can shoot Baba some arrows. You can imagine. Is that someone that wants justice for you? And you will be the same guy saying that the family must work with the NGO, but in the beginning they asked him on 3 different platforms. They said he's not going to work with the family. He's saying that the family should work with the police. What police? Is it the same police that told Baba that what has happened, go and bury your son? They told him to his face. What has happened, go and bury your son. The same police could not take any action during the embalming case. The same police could not carry out interrogation and investigation. The same police are pussyfooting when it comes to carry out pulling out the forensic report. The same police are the ones that are giving escort to Momo and the likes. Are they the same police that we want Baba to work with or to show confidence in? It's not possible. So we know that the campaign to degrade Baba Mohbad's to cast aspersion on him was directly from Wumi's camp. So whatever he has to, so that the man can lose his credibility. So whatever he has to say or whatever he wants to do will not be financed by the public, because they were not expecting the man to get a son. They were not expecting him to get support for the autopsy and toxicology, and they were not actually expecting him to get support for the DNA. So Baba has a strong online and offline base, regardless of their efforts to degrade credibility.
Okay,
So
thank you very much. In case you don't know, I've been chatting with one of them, a very strong justice for Mohbad. It has been way back since the beginning of this program. J4M is not a novice. He knows the nitty gritty. We've met on several platforms, back then, when it was more of toxic, A versus B versus A. We've met on several occasions. In case you don't know, this is Crocodile. He used to be the fourth man then. His voice never changed. And he's having a chat with Honorable York Daddy. Let me quickly ask this question from you. You made mention of the DNA. Let me say this. There's what is going on recently back home in Nigeria. That what was his name? The family wants to exhume him and conduct DNA.
Akala's family.
Yeah, Akala's family. When you heard this thing, how do you react when we have a case at hand like this Mohbad's case? You know, what came to your mind? As in, how do you perceive it? What and what? You know,
Yeah,
uh, talk me
it's just
through.
like a deja vu. Like, okay, voila, the same situation, we are almost the same situation that we're facing. Because those detractors and the game players, they're saying, uh-uh, is Mohbad's father not enough to conduct the DNA? Why do they need to keep Mohbad at the morgue? Why they not go just why they should go and bury him and keep the samples, so that or use Baba Mohbad instead of keeping Mohbad at the morgue. But in this case, they are not taking samples from the late governor's body. They're exhuming his body. They want to exhume the body and take whatever one they want to take and conduct the DNA. So it's just like the same situation. So it's just a message to those who are saying Mohbad should go and be buried, you know, and that those who are talking, who are speaking, who are seeing the DNA only as a means for the property. They are not seeing it as a motive. The DNA is a motive, and it will be conducted whether they like it or not. So it is just almost the same situation with the Akalas, just like a deja vu situation. So there is no difference in it. It's just that in the Akala situation, they were not suspecting that that the late governor was spied. So the DNA is not for any motive. It is for proper administration of Akala's for the late governor's estate. But in Baba Mohbad's case, the DNA is a two-edged sword: motive and proper administration of Mohbad's estates. Either they like it or not, they should go and buy motive and proper administration of Mohbad's estates. Because how will a family like that, who has struggled over the decades, how they then been finally able to spawn a glorious talent, and only to have some people take his life, and everything that he worked for stolen from him? No. We all know that there's always a point at which a person or a child will be born into a family that's going to bring generational wealth to the family, on which upon which other the families they are going to build the wealth on which they're going to build. So why would it be that Mohbad will be buyed and his whole everything he worked for will be taken away just because of some false arrangement? So that's what we are saying. The DNA is a two-edged sword, and that is the reason for most of their madness these days. Trying to get people to focus on some section of the recording, why also divert distracting attention from the other recording that says that the discussion that transpired between Mohbad and his wife was fake. I don't understand where that was coming from. Even when the wife herself, she admitted that that she was the one that recorded it, even though we knew she wasn't the one that recorded, but she admitted to the authenticity of that VN. And you are saying that it's a face fake. So, yeah, no. So the DNA is going to be conducted by the grace of God. So that's the situation we find ourselves in. Yeah.
Thank you again, Mr. Crocodile. Thank you for sharing your word of knowledge as regards this case. For me, right about now, if they should exhume Alawakala, I'm sure they're not going to be using any tissue based on DNA. Because there will be no tissue to be used. Am I correct?
I'm not sure of.
No, I'm not sure it's tissue.
I'm not sure what the family are planning,
Probably,
but
probably they're going to use
it,
the bone
yeah, they could, use the
because that
tissues,
would
they
be
could use the
that
bone
would be the only thing left. I don't
left.
know
Yes,
because
they could use.
for how many years have been has him been buried?
I think it passed away January 2022.
2022.
Yeah,
So you know,
2022.
2022 don't bury. Ṣáàṣì lè refresh lára ẹ̀ náà kọ́ṣá. Ṣáàṣì
I
lè
don't
rí
think that will flesh. That there's
so
going to be like bones and the tip, the tooth.
Yeah, so we'll be looking at that. Àwọn tó ti sọ pé kí ló ti ń pè é? Mohbad o bla 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 o organophosphate o ó ti wà lára ẹ o tó máa lọ ṣe DNA o wọn ò lè rí kankan ẹ jòkó síbẹ̀. We are going to get
That's right.
we are going to get DNA done, and we'll do the needful, whether it's organophosphate or teraxophosphate or phosphate.
Yeah.
The needful will be done, and at the end of the day, uh, we'll know the truth. Because as of now, we should uh, we should be saying no to paternity fraud. You know, because
Yeah.
if he's not the if he doesn't belong to Mohbad, why should you go that route? Then if it belongs to Mohbad, and even if, and this is the whole thing, yeah,
Yeah.
even if Baba Mohbad ló sì òun ló lórí ẹbí wọn, òun ló sì máa jòkó pé ok, apá ilé lọ sí ibi báyìí, apá ilé lọ sí ibi báyìí. You understand? So this one that they are saying that
If Daddy York, if Daddy York, if it is that it, like we heard, that she has secretly conducted the DNA, and she knew about the results. If it was positive, she would have gladly made the boy available for the DNA to be conducted. Because your the husband, the father of your so-called, the husband of your youth was requesting for a DNA, and you knew that, according to what the man Baba usually say, Baba say, if it is true that if it is that Liam is Mohbad's son, basically, he's not going to like go crazy or try to do anything funny anymore. At least the fact that they thought that Mohbad left someone is enough for him. She would gladly she would have gladly, put it, get the boy, to his grand. She will rush. She will take a private jet to Ikorodu, and even jet Baba Mohbad to any part of the world to do the DNA, be joyfully, because it's just like it's a way to prove to the world that Mohbad left someone. It is going to make everybody say, "Oh, well, this justice. Let's just, at least we left this. Mohbad left his son. Let's leave this one, and let's forget about it." She knows, but she was telling the father to go and get, a court order. Why at the same time contesting, putting a lawyer up to contest, to prevent that the father get any court order. She told the public that she's ready, because she has like 2, 3 faces. She said she's ready for the DNA. She has called Baba's family several times, and Baba asked her to bring the boy. And she now threw a question to the people, to the audience. She said, if it was you, that man, are you going to carry your son to go and meet that man? So, are you going to carry your son to go and meet that man? Baba said that I've called Baba several times. Baba did not pick up. I called the family. Family did not pick up. So, and Baba asked me if it was you, would you take your own son to that? You see, look at the game she played there. She will make a statement now, and she will contest that statement in the next breath. Because, for example, she said, well, it was not because of Liam that Mohbad passed away. And then she went ahead to say, if it was to say that if it was she went ahead to place a cause that if it was because of Liam that Mohbad passed away, that so and so should happen to Liam. Then she said in the next breath that the death that Liam was supposed to die, that Mohbad has already taken the death. You can see how she double talks. And then the same thing happened on the DNA. She said, she came online to say, they want to keep her short, that that she has called the family several times, that they are not picking up the calls, and she wants to do the DNA. The father isn't ready for the DNA. And then she went on TikTok that same, in the next breath, that same day, to say something like, they don't want that nobody has the right to demand for the DNA from her. That this and that, nobody has the right to request for DNA. That she's going to fight against anyone that comes for the DNA. This and that, that she's not going to do any DNA. She said it. So she makes a statement now, and then it goes to the next platform or the next spread. She denies the statement, or she debunks that statement that she just made. You see, so that's basically what is going on in this the DNA. So what was I even saying? Yeah, so that's point. So that's the point.
Thank you, Crocodile, for all you do. And again, let me still say this. I'm a member of Somalia. You're welcome. Let me say this again. What's your recent take on this different people always trying to come for Baba? Yeah, because I'm trying to understand why. Because if you're doing something, there must be a reason. Why what you're doing? I watched a video. Tenny was, you know, saying all what he was saying maybe 3 days ago and all that, and I ask myself a question: if today, if today, if Baba said that okay, I'm not doing again, I want to go and bury Mohbad, would they arrest Baba for that?
No.
So why are these people pained? As in, because you in your explanation the other time, I picked something that is very, very sacrosanct. The fact that they want to control the man.
Yes. Okay, it is a situation of it's either you do what we ask you to do, or whatever justice is going to come, we are not going to make it happen. You know. I don't know. Maybe maybe they honestly, like you said, it's really hard for one to comprehend the reasons behind their actions. But what we know from their past action, from their past antecedents, is that these are people who always want to be on top of things. They want to be relevant. They want to make a name of this movement. And the only way they can make it through is by controlling Baba Mohbad. If they can control Baba Mohbad and boss him around, prod him around like with a stick, like a cow, then they feel some sense of fulfillment that something is like going on in their lives. They feel fulfilled. But since the man was not dancing to their tune, then they took the other route of trying to say, "Oh, we are going wherever you work, you're going to get that justice. We are going to stop for you to refuse us or to reject us." It's just like it's a rejection problem that they're suffering, anyways. Because there's nothing wrong in it there's nothing wrong if someone refuses your control. There's nothing wrong because they just don't want to do the things to do things the way you want them to do it. So there is the anger of rejection that made them to begin to work against the aspirations of Mr. Joseph Aloba in this case, which is why they are making themselves.
Now, let me say this again. Yeah, thank you for that. Because I say that you're one of the people, that confidently, if CNN wants to grant you interview on J4M, we have no fear that you're gonna go and deliver. Let me say this. In the case of Bamishe had a lawyer, and after 4 years, he got justice. In the case of Timothy, we did not hear that it was Oriyomi that was standing in to defend the family in the court of law. Am I correct? Yeah. So many cases, you employ the services of lawyer so that the lawyer standing for you, because they always say, even the NGO guy said that the last hope of a common man is the court of law.
Yeah, judiciary.
Yeah, judiciary. So how come Baba has a son, and these people, they are not still satisfied that Baba has a son, a criminal lawyer, a criminal son, a criminal lawyer for that matter.
It's
Because
because
I try to kind of understand where these people are coming from, and I'm not getting
Those
it.
those who the attack against Baba's son, we know where it came from. It came from many quarters. It came from, first of all, Womon's quarters as usual. It also came from that lady, who I'm talking about, the one who wanted to force Bankole and Smith on Baba, and of course the lady with the NGO who took a lot of money from off J4M with the NGO. So the Baba having a lawyer that can work for him simply means that this lawyer is going to work in the interest of Baba Mohbad 100%. So, but if they force the lawyer on the man, then the lawyer is going to work first for them to secure their own selfish interest before Baba's own interest. And we can see that in the first, second, and third lawyer that they were trying to foist on Baba Mohbad, the agreement that they made with the lawyer was that the lawyer that they're trying to foist on Baba Mohbad should secure their own interest first over the interest of Mohbad's dad. And it's because there is some good, cake on ground. There's some money on ground. There's some estate on ground that they want to get. Also, they want to also get a slice of the cake. So they are not fixated on justice or fixated on pursuing or fishing out the Mohbad's murderer. They quickly want the whole thing to go to the property so they can force their own, they can get their lawyer to secure their interest and they can get their own slice of the cake. You can see in the case of the Soso TV, when he, have like a certain percentage on ground, he took 70%, gives lawyer 5%, and took 25%. And the same thing with the lady when she was trying to put her own B&S on Baba. So, and we know that these lawyers are they are estate lawyers. They have no they have nothing to do with or no experience in criminal cases. So that the ones who are quickly out to jump on Sanshitu, so as to generate public distrust that this side is not doing the right thing. You can see some of them they send some of their people to the inquest. And after the inquest, they'll be the ones saying, "Oh, this son did not ask so and so question." When the so and so report was released, the son did not ask any question. All they are trying to do is to make it seem as though the son is not doing anything, so they can propose, or they can bring their son, they can bring their lawyers and say, "These our lawyers can do the job. They can do the job." Meanwhile, their lawyers are not for the criminal aspect of J4M. Their lawyer is for the estate. Is for the property sharing percentage. I was surprised when we said it on the live that the lady, who was trying to, that the lady that she spoke to said she's no more working for Baba again. And she asked the lady said that Baba is not looking for justice, that she have seen the truth. I don't know if you heard that when she said it on an interview, that she spoke to this particular lady. I don't know if you know about it. Are you there? Okay, that is not there.
I can hear you loud and clear. Yeah, I heard when Wumi was saying that one of Baba's supporter that brought the Bankole and Smith said he's no
Yes.
more supporting Baba again because Baba is not looking for property. I
The,
mean, he's not looking for justice. It is
yeah.
property Baba is looking for. I heard
Yeah,
it
that's
loud.
what. Yeah, that she has seen the truth. She has seen the light, and she withdrew her support from Baba Mohbad. So you can see the level of connection or communication that is going on between them and Won. They are
Hmm.
communicating with either her directly or a lieutenant.
Hmm.
So they are connecting somewhere.
And
There's a
again,
concrete.
hold on. I'm trying to get. I don't want to mention names. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
trying to get who is this woman that Wumi was referring to. That it was Baba supporter. Who was he referring to?
I guess it's the person that owns Bankole and Smith.
Hmm.
You see, because
Hmm.
he said the woman is in the US. You see,
So
so
he said, if she said the woman is in the US, crocodile, my brother. Let me
Yes,
quickly
sir.
say this. And there is one phone forensic they did.
In which King White's chat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're saying there is no
I
they
guess
call it linear connection.
I guess I guess that particular department is handled by Team Wendy Gold, according to that recording. They have different teams. There's Team
Yeah.
Wendy Gold, there's Team this, there's Team that, Team this and that. You see, and they're all working for for the same purpose, which is to get the criminal case to die off, and to bring back the case for the property sharing, and to get their lawyers to sit on the table with one's lawyers and get some crumbs from when we give them some crumbs, and then they're going to take their own share of the crumb and give our mobile the remaining share of the crumb, and that's the end of J for them. That is J for them for them. It's not about arresting, charging the suspect, convicting the murderer, sending them to jail, giving them like life behind bars or death sentence. It's not for them. They're not for it. That was why when the DPP brought out that hasty report charging spending and the nurse for negligence. That was why they were forcing everybody to focus on the DPP, and that, okay,
Hmm.
yeah. So that's why they were like, oh,
Hmm.
the DP, that, okay, J4M has ended, it has ended. Let's focus on the next thing, which is the DPP. The DPP has already charged spending. What are we doing again in Corona Court now? You see,
Hmm.
they are not, they don't really see the parallel or see any sense in the doctors or the driver's report. They're not seeing
Hmm.
any sense in it, because they know that if because even for the nurse and spending, we all know how spending was gyrating when he was first of all accused of negligence, where he was putting us counts of tweet on Instagram, and we all knew how the family of the mother of the nurse was, was disturbing the waters and was, splitting, was how she was protesting against as a daughter being responsible for Mohbad's death. But that was when the DPP has not even filed any report. Oh, now the DPP has filed a report officially convicting, officially charging spending and the nurse. Spending said nothing. The nurse said nothing. The nurse family said nothing. So there has been some way in which there are some settlements, I suspect, because if you are being so, if you are going to be charged for something, and your mom came online, to protest against it and to speak against that particular move, that you are involved, that you are responsible, or that you are negligent in Mohbad's death, that you are responsible in a way. Now that the DPP has filed a report that cements that accusation, and your mom, who was, protesting against it online, said nothing, what is that supposed to mean in the long run? So that's by the way. So the point now is, they are now trying to get everyone to focus, and they are the ones that are saying that the DPP cannot be, the Attorney General cannot, the DPP report cannot be contested. If are you there? They're the
I'm
ones
with
saying that the
you.
DPP report cannot be contested. They're the ones saying that the Attorney General cannot be, decision cannot be retracted. Because these are the ones who do not want the woman to be in the middle of the whole fiasco. They want her to just, stay. They want her to go scot free, and they want that sham DPP report to fall through, and that negligence, fake stuff to just go through, so they can say, okay, but what next? If next is property, you and we have lawyers that can fight for the property for you. Okay, so let's work together. So it's going to be like an end to the work of Sanshitu for them. You see, so that's the game that they're trying to play, and it is dead on arrival. But Mohbad has taken the right thing, has done the right thing with the help of his son. They've petitioned the Lagos State government, and tomorrow there's going to be a hearing as regards that. So I guess that is why the Corona inquest is being delayed, because they need to maybe probably iron this out before the coroner inquest date is set for the next inquest. So that is my take. The points. Are you there? Okay. The network is really bad.
Thank you. Hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear, but it's kind of breaking. Yeah.